Booyah! Welcome into the Rogue Squadron. I am, of course, Supreme Heretic, and we got a great panel for you guys today. I'm already like sharing screen because we got our first story up of the day that we're gonna get into because we're gonna get into a topic that Steven and I and Tommy were talking about behind the scenes, and then the rest of our panelists had joined in. Of course, we got Bear with us today.
I know,
which is awesome, and we've got, of course, one of the best artists in our group, and that would be Machini. Another great artist, Harrison Ford, aka Vinny Tardamella.
Vinny Tardamella, someone who's spent out 6 campaigns, fulfilled every campaign he's ever promised. He's one of the best people in our indie sphere, man. Hail Vinny.
And of course, needs no introduction, the people's champ, E-Tip. That's right. Look at that. Look at that.
It is he, it is me, PWD E-Tip. We're cooing in the place to be reviews. Right here with all of yous, baby. There you go.
Nice.
I bet your wife appreciates that tongue.
And and of course, look at this lovely woman that we have with us. We got Nerium in the house.
She's drinking. Look, Nerium ain't playing tonight.
Yeah.
Katie, you muted, babe.
You muted, Katie.
Yep.
There she goes.
Hey guys.
Another great creator in our community. Guys, please check out Bonds the Drive on Indiegogo.
That's right.
Slaying it. Great art.
Bonds is gonna be fulfilling very soon. It's already in the print, so yeah, we're there, guys.
So if we have anybody in the chat with a wrench that's going to be able to drop their links to their Indiegogos, it would be much appreciated.
Definitely. Now, Drew, if you wouldn't mind dropping a wrench like Clown World and Snow Dove, they support us all the time. Hail to the Cotton Connection, hail Time Profit, hail Games, Movies, and Comics, hail Clown World, hail Godzilla, hail Stick Kenobi. Thank you for coming through, brother Shane Nolan. Love all you brothers. Thank you guys so much for supporting all of our channels, all the independent creators, whoever it is your favorite YouTubers are, your favorite artists and novelists. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Great to
please
see.
Share out the link to the show.
Great to see Stig. I got my dude, Resford Jam. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Time Profit, Clown World. Great to see you. Snow Dub hanging out in my channel. I love to see it. Thanks Snow for popping in.
Hail the Cotton Connection.
So this first story.
Yeah, whip the story out.
I got it shared, and listen. I know between the chat and between the panel, we have a number of parents in here, and this has been a point of contention pretty much most of the week. I believe this story originated last week, but what happened is, and this comes out of the UK. There was a borough in the UK that had this reading event at a library for children, and these were children as young as 5 years old. Well, they let an actor, because they had like really weird, like this was kind of almost one of those drag queen story time type of things. They had the audacity to have this actor come in this suit. That or it was one of these. Oh God, I don't want to say the word freaks, but yeah, all right.
As you would say, freak.
Drew, one of these days. What? Yes, sir.
This is Kathleen Kennedy's fault. Look what she did to Julie.
You know what, though? You know what, Drew? I think what everybody's missing here is the fact that everybody in our chat is hanging out with us right now while this guy is doing the same. I think that's commendable.
So this is the costume that this person had on. This, and mind you, they're having.
Oh my God, is that a dong?
Yes, it is. It's a costume that has a very prominent prosthetic penis.
That's how I recognize Julie.
And in the back. In the back, there's no, like, it's bare ass in the back.
What? Whoa. This was for kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No one called the cops?
No.
Where are the authorities? Where are DIFUS? Or whatever the UK version of Children Protective Services at? Why is this established and not shut down? What
This is Stephen. What you don't realize is he's a cop in his side job. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. That would be hilarious though.
Vince,
No, but
so many dicks on this panel.
But it was a part of apparently the article says the Redbridge Library's Summer Reading Challenge run by the Redbridge Council in East London. One parent said someone needs to lose their job over this. Amen. A second parent asked, "This is unbelievable. Have we completely lost our moral compass as a society?" Redbridge Libraries apologized for the quote inappropriate costume.
Why was he not kicked out? You apologize? Oh, hold on. Okay, read it. I want to know exactly what happened if this dude, if whatever the hell this is, was allowed to do whatever it was. What the hell was going on here?
Well,
Yep, the strawberry is really inappropriate. Just saying.
I know it's totally
the
wrong time of year.
council leader Jas Othwal said all future performances, which were organized by a partner charity, had been axed. So they at least said they're not going to do this anymore.
Good,
but this is too far. This is too far. I'm sorry. Listen, I understand the push for the LGBT community. I understand for,
this has nothing to do with that, Drew.
But absolutely not.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But this again, it's just like the video that came out with the San Francisco gay choir coming out and saying
we that on Saturday, and there's a response even to that too.
We're coming for your children. They clearly say we are coming for your children. Never mind the fact that at least 3 or more of the people in the San Francisco gay choir are on record as sex offenders, pedophiles.
Wow.
And this trend is continuing, folks. They are coming for our children, and this really boils my blood. And I'm not a parent, so I can imagine those of you in the chat, those of you on the panel that are parents, how you can feel about this. And I want to get your takes on it.
Oh, man. Well, I got it. I have to. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to pull a trump card. Y'all know, I mean, I'm pretty open about it. I've been left. I was raised left. I'm kind of center left now. I have always been progressive. I fought for gay rights. I'm a son of a lesbian couple. I have no problem with gay rights. That has nothing to do with gay rights. That is not a damn thing to do with gay rights. This is about perverts trying to normalize that kind of behavior in front of children. How the fuck dare? How did that person not get arrested? How were they not kicked out? You don't go around waving a dong, fake or otherwise, in front of kids. This is why I don't like any of them freaking gay marches where they got fetishes and people in chain and all that craziness in front of kids in public. Look, you can be proud of yourself without being a pervert, without being a person who is trying to convert, trying to change trying to damage young people who do not need that kind of exposure. Exposure to death. When you sexualize children, when you sexualize young people at an early age, all right, you stunt their development. It is proven. This is not conspiracy. It's psychological. So that person needs to be arrested, investigated. It's not about gay rights. I've been involved with gay rights. I've been a part of the gay rights movement. I celebrated with everybody else when gay people were allowed to begin having civil unions. When my mothers were married, that was a celebration of freedom. This is going too far. This is about normalizing strange, weird fetishes, exactly, to children and to other parents, so they can be more accessible to predators. All right, go ahead. Somebody, go ahead.
I would have. This son of a bitch would have never made it out of that library alive. I'm sorry, and I just my son is 6 years old. There's a damn reason I send him to a private school, because I know the public schools a lot of them around me are they're full of wildcats, man. It's like the Wild West. And shit like this is becoming the norm rather than the exception. Like Drew said, they're trying to normalize this shit towards children. And that is no, not a snowball's chance in hell do 5 and 6 year olds. And I'm sorry, if you're under the age of 15, I mean, you might find out about sex one way or another. It happens. But for this in a public taxpayer funded, which I'm sure it is in London, it's a taxpayer funded library, and they don't have any say in it, much like they don't have any say in funding the BBC, I'm sure. This is it's disgusting. It's revolting. It has no place in a civilized society. And people wonder why people take the law into their own fucking hands. And it's sick shit like this that makes normal, rational human beings like me that are parents go over the damn edge. And it's like, if you want to know how far somebody will go to protect their children, bring this shit around my kid.
Well, I think the worst of that is the fact that these people that were in this library didn't even see nothing wrong with it.
No.
Didn't stop this guy from being in there.
No.
Because apparently they had a whole troop of players that were supposed to be there. Like apparently one was dressed like a strawberry and one was dressed like somebody else. And then this idiot just standing there looking like I don't even know what. Like, I mean, how do you even allow that to stay in there? And what about all the parents that had to have been present with the children at the time?
Yep.
Why didn't nobody step up and say something? Why didn't somebody call the authorities and have this person escorted out? Because this is like borderline porn.
It is.
Yes.
These kids.
Yes.
I mean, it's disgusting.
All right.
That looked like Zoobly Zoo gone wrong with a dildo. I mean,
All right, let me go ahead, because we've got a load of comments from the chat that I want to get to.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and get to them. First, I want to highlight Stiggs, because he said this isn't the first time this has happened. Saw a video last year of a cross-dresser reading to first graders. Yeah, I remember that. Lifted his skirt a bit and exposed himself accidentally while giggling.
What kind of shit is that? I'd have went up and drop kicked him in the crotch.
66 Starship Alien, great to see you, my friend. She says, good day all. I am ashamed of my country for allowing that, but in London, it's a wonder that fool didn't get chased down and annihilated.
That's what I want.
I keep telling you, all of you just come over here to my country. We don't have fools like this over here at all.
I mean, for real, like,
you know what? I think we need? What we need is a resurgence of good old-fashioned values, and we need a return of Jack the Ripper, because I'm sure Jack would take care of all this shit.
Bruno Morningwood said, dude comes to any kid I care about dressed like that, he's going to find out what that thing tastes like.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it in. I would have thrown up my arm, ripping off his dildo and beating him to death with it.
Katie, you don't see anything like this in your country.
No, honestly, when I was looking at the costume, like if it was like the Red Butt Monkey, right? If it was like realistic costume of an animal, explaining that it's an animal, blah blah blah, like this strawberry. Okay, but this, I personally, as a teacher, because everybody knows that I'm a teacher, I would just come and rip that thing and off and stuff it into the person's face, because I mean, like, what the? No, not the kids. I mean, this is not appropriate for adults. Even like adults, like if this thing was walking somewhere in a public library, old people would probably die of heart attack. Adult people wouldn't let this near the children. Not just saying that it was it. I'm not gonna say he or she or whatever it was. It was it. And that thing just doesn't have a place amongst children.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? See, did you see the extra picture that I threw in the road core of what this person was doing when they were in the library?
No. Let me.
That picture pretty much says it all of how far that these people are willing to allow these lunatics to just go out and do whatever they want.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem.
The lewd shit that this idiot was doing in a public library surrounded by children.
This is weak. This is weak.
There's the back of the costume. That
My
we're talking about.
God,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, that's,
Fucking
you know
no.
what? You know what? I have only one thing to say about this. Like, you need to approach it really fast with really strong knee or shin or whatever, and kick it just out of the.
Yeah, no,
you know,
Drew,
that anime
leave it up
like
for a minute.
What's that?
Drew, leave it up for a minute, Drew. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
If I spotted this shit, you know, if I don't know what kind of parents are there, what kind of adults are there. If I spotted this shit walking into a school or a fucking library that's gonna have a bunch of kids in it, I would stop that thing immediately. I don't care if I go to jail. If I have to break his leg. Or something.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Okay. Here's my question: is this person part of the LGBTQ community?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's
Doesn't
not
matter.
the
That's
point.
not an excuse.
Yeah, because that's not an excuse. But you're not. But if it is, I'm not making any insinuations. But if it is, you're not helping your cause.
That's the thing, Mac, is that this person, even if they are, is not representing that cause. I've been involved with people who fought for gay rights. I have gay people in my family. This is not what they want. This is a pervert trying to normalize this shit to kids, to make them more easily accessible to perverts who want to take advantage of them.
Exactly.
I want to say hail to Sporking News Podcast. Scott, great to see you, buddy.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Scott.
But yeah, it's. I mean, this is just going way the fuck too far. Way the fuck too far. I mean, this should not be allowed. It should not be able to happen.
Dre, look, okay, in that picture, right? You've got two Islamic women, right? A conservative religion, obviously wearing their traditional garb. How offensive is that to them? I mean, look, I'm not saying capitulate to people's belief systems, but this is about a common morality, a common decent morality.
This is decency. This is common. This is about common decency. It doesn't matter what religion or where it's coming from. This is about common decency. And if you actually had 84 common decency, you wouldn't be doing this around children in the first fucking place.
Right.
The 66 Starship Alien said there is a difference between art and degeneracy. Libraries, governments, and businesses are so hell-bent on being diverse, they miss looking after vulnerable kids.
No, it's liberalism gone overboard, way overboard.
I'm sorry, where there is art in this. I'm looking very
I
hard.
want you to pinpoint to me where the art is in this. I'm very curious.
This is clearly sexual on every fucking level, and to have this anywhere near kids is bizarre and creepy on every fucking level. He should be arrested. He's got a dildo, his asshole's exposed, his nipples. This is all perverted on every fucking level. On every level.
Well,
and
here's the funniest thing,
you
Ben.
gotta keep in mind too. What are the height of children?
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
here, you want to hear something funny to add on to that? Do you know what they called this year's theme with this idiot in it? They call it the Wild World of Heroes.
What?
What the
I would have kicked his knees
Okay.
in
Go
the
ahead,
opposite
Matt.
direction.
Go ahead, Matt.
Okay. Say that one more time, Tommy.
Wild World of Heroes.
See, now that makes perfect sense because they think this is heroic. This is stunning and brave. Yeah, see, now it all makes sense. There is nothing heroic about this.
Agent
whatsoever.
Decibel said, Agent Decibel, hail to you. Great to see you.
Hail.
Agent Decibel says, burn it.
Matt is totally right. There ain't nothing heroic about this. Is not heroic. This is way false virtue. First off, and this is trying to, as a lot of extremists do, whether it's far right or far left. This is what extremists do. They take something, a valid argument or a valid position from a perspective of whether it's conservatism or liberalism, and they go to the extreme, using that as a shield to project their perversions, their distortions, their prejudices, or their hates.
And to anyone who wants to make this an argument about
Hail,
this,
Sam.
let me ask you this question: would you do this in front of your own kids?
No.
It doesn't matter if it's a right or left thing. It doesn't matter if it's gay or straight.
Right.
It doesn't matter. This is morale. This is basic common decency.
Right.
He shows a lack of respect, a lack of morals on every level. Because I don't give a shit who this person is. Someone paid him to do this. and he went in there willingly to do this.
And the people
this motherfucker should be pushed in front of a bus. It's
The
not
people
like
you're
you
trying to
bus board's views.
And on top of that, the people that you're probably trying to virtue to think that this is stunning and brave, they look at this and know they have much more common decency than this.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
There ain't no way this person does. If they did, they wouldn't be
No,
doing
what
this.
I'm saying is that whatever they're appealing to, whoever they're trying to virtue signal to, those people will look at this and say, this is disgusting.
Another monster to give you background. We're talking about this was at a library for children. This was at an event for children at a library in London. It's just and this is I guess their version of the LGBT community. But even most, as Stephen alluded to, most sane and common sense gay folks, they don't condone
They
this
don't.
either.
Listen, man.
I'm gonna challenge you this. I want you to look at me straight in my eye, person to person, and tell me what's the justification for this. A legit justification behind this.
There is no.
I think I have it. It's in the chat. Furry kitten.
Of course, I forgot all about the adventures of multi-hued dildo baboon.
Give me one, and also and at the same point, give Steven, give Drew, give anyone on this panel one good reason why they shouldn't pop you in the face for it, especially when you're doing this in front of children. If this was any other situation, okay, whatever. People have kinks. That's your thing. But you're doing this in front of fucking children.
All right, now, first off, hold on. First off, before we all continue, listen, some of us are very extreme in our feelings. We're very defensive about this, as everyone should be. We are not advocating any type of violence toward anyone. The law should handle this. Sorry. These type people, no, it's all right. These people should be arrested. It's just, we're very heated. Even myself, we might talk about something like that.
Are you kidding me? If that would have been me, I'd have choked the guy out. I'd have slapped a transmission on that motherfucker.
I mean, my kids absolutely.
In the old days, they used to tar and feather people for this stuff.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, but they might like that, Bear.
But you know,
there.
Yeah, you got a point there. They might.
There.
It's awfully close to hot wax. Right?
You know the thing.
Also to Chewy.
You know the thing is, Bear. I know you're a big dude. I know you would have crushed that motherfucker. I gotta say.
No, I let Creator do all my crushing for me.
I'm just saying, if this was around my niece, if this was around my stepdaughter, done. I'm handling it.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're doing this around children.
Hey, I just to
children,
FYI,
and the thing is that,
hey, folks, just to FYI, someone lost their channel over comments in the chat.
Drew, can you just check whether there's another waiting in the back room?
So everyone understand that someone lost their channel over a comment in the chat.
We got
we got to be careful what we put in the chat.
We have to be careful. I understand that, Bear. And I'm like I said, guys. I mean, everyone's kind of heated about this, and I am. I mean, I would handle it the way a man would handle it, or a parent. I would say handle it because there's some strong women out there. Hail to my mothers out there, my aunts, my sisters, and everybody else. We're not advocating violence, but I mean, if someone is obviously trying to harm your child, you've got to defend.
Also, child. I think it was Doug Tenaple. He was suspended for 2 weeks because of someone's comment in his chat.
Okay, no, seriously, how did we go from the 80s where if you even grabbed the child on the wrist that was breaking windows or destroying your house or your car or whatever, if you even grabbed that child on the wrist, you could easily get arrested. If you talk too harshly to a child, you could wind up getting investigated. If you were a parent and your child even said, well, I think my parents are a little abusive, you can get investigated by DYFS. How did we go from that to saying that somebody dressed up in rainbow colored with assless, well, not even assless, a fake ass on the back of a monkey outfit and a dong hanging out is okay for children to be around? How did we go to the point where we are no longer protecting children, that we are just exposing them?
It's creeps and pussies. They allowed this. Weak people allowed this.
And
You know what it is?
You know what, Drew? Call it what it is. It's indoctrination.
I'll be honest with you guys. I know Drew. I'm sorry. We got to pay more attention to Drew. He's trying to control the his channel. He's running the show. I apologize, Drew. One more thing. This is honestly liberalism going awry. I'm young pagan from Philly, gay parents, gay people in my family. I remember fighting my traditional enemies were the Christian conservatives, the ones who were trying to shut down, say I couldn't pray, couldn't believe, couldn't do what I wanted to do. That's my traditional. Now I'm cool with, I love all my brothers and sisters out there, no matter what your position is, but there is a line that should exist. A common decency, understanding that we are all built different. We are all different types of people. You don't go into a church and start waving around a pentacle, you know what I mean, and start talking and start defaming their God. You don't walk into a public space and do something that is obviously going to offend the traditions or values of any one of the many different types of people that exist in that space. This is the idea that we took freedom and equality up to a certain point, and now the perverts in our society or the truly hateful in our society are going to use that as a shield to promote their perversion or their hatreds. That is where you're at. This is liberalism going awry, and I say that as a left-leaning person.
As I said before, if you go and you can make a direct comparison to, like I said, the issue with the San Francisco Gay Choir, okay? When you look at that, all right, you have convicted pedophiles that they have since found in that group. And for them to come out with that song that blatantly said, "We are coming for your kids," it understandably pissed a lot of parents off. And they came and mocked people after that and said that it was LGBT hate that was why they got pushback from that song.
And it's a blatant lie.
It is a blatant lie.
Because they know damn well. No, Tommy, let me finish. They know damn well that a lot of people within the community they represent were firing back at them as well.
It was gaslighting.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing I wanted to add in real quick, Drew. I mean, do you remember like a while back they were talking about they wanted inclusion for people who are pedophiles into the LGBT community?
Yeah.
And everybody said that, oh, no, that's just a false flag. They really don't want that. Oh, really? There are individuals that do want that are part of that
That's exactly
community.
what they want.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not all of them. Maybe not all of them.
Not all.
Subscribe to that.
No, not all.
There's enough of them there that the problem is just like these people that are part of cancel culture, just like the people like Kathleen Kennedy. They're loud enough. That's all that people hear. They don't hear people that are common sense. Common sense gets ignored.
I am friends with gay people, non-binary, trans, gender fluid, furries. I'm friends with some of these people. They don't want this. This is not what they want.
This is an issue of morality, and a lot of the people have a level of morality. They understand that this is a step too far.
Yeah, they call the people that were trying to essentially infiltrate the LGBT community and get their own thing. They call them MAPS, which is minor addicted persons, which is absolutely
somebody needs to be in jail.
Yes, exactly. Those are the type that need to be locked up, and they are under mental illness.
Yep.
It's just it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And Puri Kitten says a lot of organizations are dropping the LGBTQ prefix and going back to GLA prefix, and maybe that shows signs that the traditional gay and lesbian community is waking up and kicking these people the frack out, which at this point they do deserve. It's just they got to get their house in order, man.
They absolutely do. Don't forget, there was also a TED Talk that was trying to make it look like it was just a sexual preference. If you remember that, with those fucking creeps.
Well, it's not a sexual preference.
It's not.
That
is they were trying to normalize it. These fucking piece of shits. They should all be arrested.
Okay. Brightest Day says stands for minor attracted person. Okay. I said minor addicted person, but to them, a lot of it, a lot of them, it is an addiction. Sadly.
They need help. They need a mental health professional. The problem is that the ideology that is being pressed that pushes this is one that is controlled by the purse strings, the rich elite who wants to keep us divided, separated, and fighting one another. It's also pushed for political points, and these politicians that are backing this up, they should not be in office. They're only doing it for votes. To say like they're being progressive. This isn't progressive. This is not progressive.
No,
this is
not.
That's the thing, Steven. You can. I forgot what I wanted to say. You pretty much mentioned like these people need help, right? But to ask for help, you first need to realize you have a problem, and these people just don't know they have a problem, and their actions are being supported by people from the outside.
And don't forget, it's also being supported by the government. Look at Pop and his son with the laptop.
Yeah.
Okay. We know what they are.
Well, I seen another discussion in the chat where they were talking about non-binary, and you know what? That has got to be one of the stupidest terms that I think I've heard that these idiots use in the past few years. Because you know what? In order to be non-binary, that means you would have to be neither a 1 nor a 0. Now, I don't know about anybody that's ever been born with absolutely no sexual organs. It doesn't fucking happen.
Listen, hold on, please. 1 minute. I'm sorry. I have had discussions with non-binary people. Very good discussion with one who said to me, I realize I am born female. I am a biological female. I feel as though I can vacillate between masculine and feminine. Guys, there are people out there that are sick that are just saying that are just trying to say things just to piss us off. But there are those out there who identify with these terms that if you sit down and have a conversation with, you can find at least the logic from their perspective, even if you don't agree with it. And I was actually very happy.
I don't mind, Steven. I totally agree. 100%. I'm just saying, if you're doing this in front of kids,
right?
If you're trying to do this to kids, then that's a line you don't cross.
Yeah,
that's the key. You're doing this in front of kids.
I'm sorry, Drew.
People who are too young, who are just brand new to this world.
Yep.
Who don't even know who they are yet.
Sorry, I know. It may sound like a conservative or a criticism, whatever you want to throw it at me, but sorry, guys, you're messing with their minds, and kids are impressionable. You're gonna be messing with them.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Drew, go ahead, brother.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Hold on, Drew's the captain here today.
Low spec Linux laptop says degressive is the new progressive. Regressive is the new progressive. Is the way that it should say. Nick McCabe says liberty, not liberal, and Time Prophet says you are either male or female. End of discussion.
I understand that position.
I have a great friend who. Speaking of binary and all this computer jargon, he has sex with droids. He's never gone near children. He's an okay guy.
Hey, Steven, getting back to that, they used to have a term for that. I mean, remember, somebody that used to flip back and forth used to be bi.
Bi. Yeah. Well, I think it's more than that. It's a gender fluidity, maybe a new type or a new milieu or expression of gender fluidity.
Your ship still talks to me every now and then, tells me about the weird fluids.
Look, honestly though, and I know this opinion might get me in trouble, but I'm going to say it anyway. Look, to me, a lot of this shit is people trying to jump on a trendy bandwagon. I've seen the people like that Mara Jade. Shout out to Mara Jade. I love Mara Jade. I'm actually gonna try to have Mara Jade on the channel this weekend.
Nice.
Awesome. The thing is though,
Luke's wife.
Mara Jade was going at it with some of those nuts. So I think some of them were Raylos, but they were all pronouns and bio people, and they were all like talking about shit like they're non-binary or this or that, and it's like, you ain't non-binary, all right? You're jumping on a fucking trend, and this is the same shit that in the 90s the chicks would be giggling about like, oh my, what was that?
Cops are coming for somebody.
Yeah.
We're being too real today.
But no, it's like the
Sorry.
it's like the fucking 90s where there was chicks that were like, oh, I kissed a girl, you know, I guess I'm bi-curious.
Somebody got
like,
noise coming through. I'm sorry.
And it's like you know, it was trendy. And that's all this is that I feel like a lot of this shit is. It's like trendy. They're trying to find a trend to jump on.
It is trendy, I agree, but listen, this is what I think it is really. There's always a variation of people, right? You always have people that are on the outside. You always have people that have been different than everyone else. They're just, you know, whether it's, you know, how they're constructed in the womb, you know, how they were built. There's always been like he/she's. We've always had trans type people, you know, people that like that. We've always had fluidic people, but they're on the outskirts. Now, I don't want to say outskirts as in like they're less of an individual, but they're not so much the norm. You know what I mean? Like they're not like just the norm of human society that is not built like everybody else. I don't have a problem with them.
Like Jar Jar.
What I have a problem with is, like you were saying, first of all, people that are jumping on bandwagon, because you're right, that absolutely happens. But it's those type of people. Look, I deal with it in my own community. All right, I'm Wiccan. I've met people that are like, yeah, I'm Wiccan, wear a pentacle, don't even understand what the fuck it means, don't even know the creed of the goddess. You know, there are always people that jump onto a bandwagon because they think it's cool, and that is exactly what is happening in those communities, in the LGBTQ whatever the hell community, the gay community. That's what it'll always be to me, gay. And so you're right. It's those type of people that are just looking, that have undiagnosed mental illnesses, that actually do need a mental health professional to help guide them through whatever they're going through, that are trying to create anger out there because they're confused themselves. It's about projecting pain, in my opinion, and they don't represent the gay community. Mm-hmm. They don't.
No, they don't.
Was it trenders? Stig. That is a great comment, bro. That is a great one.
We can't forget about the gays community.
You can't forget about the gays community. Yeah, there's
gays community.
Get your sun-sworn ball gag from the gays community. Dick's Division and Badgard currency is acceptable.
Steven, and according to the actual news, the ball gag comes filled with the Tartamella lotion.
It does have Tartamella lotion. You're absolutely right. The Rogue Entertainment Store is going to be helping to facilitate these products for everybody with our Rogue holes, Walton's Best, the Tartamella lotion, Tommy's scented candles, and Gaze Tex. Your sun-sworn balls gag. We're going to do our best to provide these products to you because we know that the demand is there. Thank you.
Wait till we get the license.
The gays community is accepting Dong coin.
wait till we get the licensing for ETAP's edibles.
ETAP's edibles, yeah, we gotta get them in too. The people's edibles.
The people's edibles.
Are there gonna be some candies or some nuts ETAP?
Oh, we got.
Speaking of people,
we got
the tiny people's champions here.
Yeah, what's up, little E?
He's got his costume on today. He's rocking the costume today. Say here, let me put the phones on you. There. No, I don't have the earbuds hooked up, dude.
What's up, little bud?
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, mate, up.
What you wearing, dude?
I'm wearing my little caddy outfit.
Hello. Nice.
You guys want to hear something?
Yeah.
You got to put it over here by the microphone. Here, he got a Mario Lego, like 3 Mario Lego sets for his birthday.
Yeah, they look like mini.
It says, "Is it working?" Oh, it must be dead.
No.
Is he not? Because he goes, "It's me, it's a Mario," and he's like, "It's me, it's a Vini." Wait. See, he says all this little shit. That's just,
He's a Mario.
so funny. So like the Lego here. All right, say bye.
Wait, I'm still talking.
All right. So
okay.
I gotta go.
He's running the show, Drew. Sorry.
Oh no!
Do it.
Oh no, it's the man Mario. I'm getting attacked by Bowser. Wait.
No.
Wait. Dad.
All right. Little ETAP signing off.
Bye.
Bye. Here we go.
There's some more stuff I have to say.
Okay.
Go.
All right, Drew. I guess the show's yours again. You're muted.
So anyway.
No, we can't hear you, brother. Come on, man. Everybody loves an Asian. We need to hear you.
All right, sorry about that. I was gonna say though, you better be careful with him having Legos because, man, the FBI might come and question the kid for incitement.
I got my freaking I basically built I got a big ass Lego city, like my whole kitchen counter is like just all Legos, and my wife hates it. And I haven't even built the Razor Crest yet. Right now it's screen accurate. It's in 1,000 pieces just in the box.
ETEP, you do not have a city of Legos. You do not.
Yeah.
He's got a capital of Legos.
There's a Lego. It's a Lego capital because it's surrounded by armed guards and military 24 hours a day.
Careful, they may find that you're at fault for the erectionism.
I've been blamed. I may have been blamed for an erection or two. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
That Mario will be in an FBI evidence locker.
Real quick, handle the chat. Thank you guys for being here today. Please share out the link, smash the like button, and subscribe if you have not to all these wonderful people on the panel.
Godzillionaire. Oh god, that was priceless. I actually saw the meme about that. I saw it on the meme about that on Twitter. That was funny as hell. It's just it's crazy. And now I know that I wanted to get into another serious topic because,
there is Drew, there's the biggest topic of the day.
Yeah, while you're setting it up real quick, I want to give a shout out to Red Gaze. Just put out a great video for those of you out there who are independent creators and you run indie campaigns and you get funded and fulfill people, wonderful people in our community like Miriam is about to fulfill. Vinny Tardamella, who's fulfilled several campaigns. Definitely one of the people you want to look to for inspiration for how to run a great campaign and how to treat your customers correctly, because that's what we're here to do. We are here because the industry's told us to F ourselves and keep preaching to us and trying to push these weird ass people going to libraries wearing dongs on us. So we are supporting independent creators. I want to say thank you to Red for putting out that video, and I also want to say that I apologize to my backers for TFM V2. One of the first things I'm going to do when I get to Florida is finish that manuscript and get into fulfillment. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I apologize for the wait. I just had to redo it. I had to redo it, but it's no excuse. Thank you very much, guys.
Walton, that's the beautiful thing about independent creators. Almost every single time you're going to get a happy ending.
Well, I mean, at least with Walton, you will.
The third biggest story.
What you maybe didn't understand about the video that he posted was
the New World Order.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead, Miriam. Go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to say what you maybe misunderstood about the video that he made. I think it was about people being late, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. The thing is, like in the video, the person who was mentioned in the video considers this a norm or as a thing that's normal and it's okay.
Well, I mean, right. If you're a leader, if you are one of the people, especially one of the people who really brought Comicsgate, the indie sphere, to prominence, really does stand out and is an example, a standard to many of the people who have been inspired, the artists and the writers who've been inspired to be a part of the independent community to, because it takes a lot for you on your own without a publishing house, without a company to support you, without an industry to support you, to put out products. So, I mean, really in this indie sphere, it's people like Vinny, Miriam, Red Gaze. It is people that put out, that create content and put it out independently. That is an inspiration to all of us who create. Inspiration to me. So it's important that if you're a leader, if you're one of the first, if you're a leader in this community who's putting out content, customers first, and I need to remember that too. I mean, I think we all should.
Steven, the important part about this is communication. Even if you had proper reasons to do what you did, unless you communicated, or as long as you communicated it with your backers, with your customers, you're okay. But claiming that no, guys, you're not gonna get the book because that's a norm. No, thank you. No, thank you.
It shouldn't be the norm, right? It should be an exception. No. It should be, look, this complicated thing came into my life. I apologize, but the customer should always come first. All right, you know, like with the Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, Marvel, you know, He-Man, all these franchises that have been picked up by others, repurposed, repackaged, and presented as a perversion of what it was to preach to you about their strange fetishes and moralities like that. That's what we've had to walk away from. It's been heartbreaking for us. The indie sphere, we are the ones forging new empires of imagination and creativity. We stem from the pushback. We stem back from the grassroots movement that said, no, we're not going to take this shit from the industry. We are leaders. And it is our responsibility to communicate with our backers, respect our customers, and to be on time with our fulfillment. And if we have a problem, that should be the exception. And really, we should be apologetic to our backers and respect
Steven's
them.
right. Steven's right. We put out fans come first.
Fans come first.
All right. Absolutely. I agree 100%, guys.
Vinny's an asshole. All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you kept cutting me off before.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm excitable today. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, you're not talking. Are you going to talk about a bunch of Twitter? Was it a bunch of blue check marks on Twitter are putting a petition together that is already 600,000 signatures to basically eliminate anonymity, to make it so that you have to have an ID just to open a social media?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. But
you need anonymity. If we didn't have anonymity, we wouldn't have people. We wouldn't have voices like Script Doctor, who cannot come out and say who he is because he works in the industry. He is a script writer.
Well,
you know, we wouldn't be able to get the value of that insight if he had to say who he was.
No, that's a direct program. But I want to get into the larger picture.
Okay.
I want to get into the larger picture here, and what I'm sharing. You know, and what I want to impress upon you folks is, look, I've taken abuse. You know, I've had skeptics. I've had people, you know, over the past few weeks when I made the shift to more of a political channel. And I started to say, look at the larger picture. You know, it's not just one party. It's not just another party. There's a larger picture in play. People were like, oh, you're crazy. You know, you just believe in the conspiracy theory nonsense. This is not a conspiracy theory anymore, folks. I want you to pay attention because, indeed, welcome to the New World Order.
All day of the New World Order. Outdoor gatherings are limited to 2 people. Exercise is allowed, but no further than a 10-kilometer radius from your home. Browsing in shops is not permitted. Only 1 person per household may leave to do essential shopping. And from tomorrow, funerals are limited to 10 people.
This is a world pandemic. It's a 1 in 100-year event. So you can expect that we will have transmission from time to time, and that's just the way it is. We've got to accept that this is the New World Order. We've got to accept that this is the New World Order. This is the New World Order.
Wow.
This is the New World Order.
Hell,
they need to stop smelling their own
The New World Order. The New World Order.
I want to be straight with you. There will be no return to the old normal for the foreseeable future. I repeat, there will be no return to the old normal for the foreseeable future.
Hell with that.
So people assume
they have the balls and guts.
We are just going back to the good old world which we had, and everything will be normal again in how we are used to normal, in the old fashion. This is, let's say, fiction. It will not happen.
Florida's doing it just fine.
Yeah.
Things will go back to normal after the new Nuremberg trials.
Well, I don't think
everything violates the Nuremberg codes.
Really, because it doesn't. These people are not accountable. Apparently, because apparently that people are coming out saying, no, this does not violate any Nuremberg Accords. So, yep.
What reality are they from?
Well, there's
one.
There's a lot. There's blue check marks coming out saying that, and everything else. But that first clip in that montage, folks, was directly from a news report in Australia, and this happened last week.
Yeah, I watched the actual news report.
They said that lockdowns are not ending. They are in your future. They are here to stay. They are going to get worse.
The Great Reset.
I
Mm-hmm.
hate bringing this up. I don't want to bring this up, but
well,
hang on, no, whoa.
Go ahead,
there's an asterisk to this.
Okay.
It's only when unless we protest. You know what type of protesting I'm talking about?
Now,
that's when it's admitted. But everything else,
This is why they tried.
Mac wants to burn down Portland again.
This is why
He's right.
This is why they hated. Look. This is why they hated Donald Trump. All right. This is why they hated what Trump inspired. He was a hiccup in the system. He wasn't supposed to get elected. The people elected him, and that wasn't supposed to happen. He wasn't one of the normal shills. He wasn't one of the people that were in the system that were going to continue to perpetuate the Great Reset. And whether you like Trump or not, and I understand people have very feelings about this. What he did was inspire people to come together and stand up against the New World Order, the Great Reset, and these things. Whether you support him or not, that was a good thing. And what did they do? They came up with a plan to, what they did with the election. I just want to impress upon people and want folks to understand that, it isn't a conspiracy theory anymore, folks. We heard for years, oh, the Illuminati, that's fake. Oh, the New World Order, that's fake. Oh, the globalist issues, that's fake. There's not a group of, billionaire upon billionaire elites that just want to rule the world. That's fake. Yeah. Well, it's not fake, folks. It's here. It's in play. You saw, coincidentally, all the different organizations along there. You saw the WHO. You saw the World Economic Forum. You saw the United Nations. All right. This all ties into play. Yep. And I want everybody to know this affects all of us globally, brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. This is not just a U.S. problem.
Hey, you guys remember a while back I made a private video and I showed all of you guys. The video's name was Plan.
Yeah.
Just one word.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a private video and YouTube said that it violates their standards and all that, and they're going to remove it in 1 week.
Yep.
It's a private video. It was never intended.
It
doesn't matter.
Yeah, even if you hit it, that you still have it and you didn't delete it, they could still do it. Because I know that happened to another very big YouTuber.
Yep.
It's very sick what they're doing. And, like I said, joking aside, look what happened in Cuba. They were protesting to go against the communists. Well, guess what happened? They shut down all their social media, and 100 of those people who were protesting went missing.
I know. I mean, Vinny, I never thought we would get here. I never thought that it would just be playing out in our faces. I mean, they're telling you, okay, what their plan is, and then we just saw, I think France late yesterday or just today, they are on vaccine passport strict now. That you cannot access basic services without vaccine passport in France as of today.
Yeah,
and
it's sick.
It's just absolutely, folks, this is authoritarian. Mm-hmm. This is tyranny to the highest degree. And this is just, I mean, I never thought in a million years, about 10 years ago when I found out about all this, and a little more than 10 years ago, I remember I had been listening to Coast to Coast AM one night late. I believe Nori was on at the time, and he had somebody on there. Or no, it was Art Bell. And he had somebody on there, and they were talking about secret societies. But then they got into the idea of the New World Order. Mm-hmm. And then first I actually heard a conversation about it, and I paid attention, and I was like, well, that's rather far-fetched. Lo and behold, 12 years later, it's not so far-fetched anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's dead on. It's right there. And now it's affecting all of our countries. I always thought that, Agent Decibel, it's funny. I always thought like, well, our process is our political process, like here in the U.S. or in the U.K. Everybody has their different political process, but I didn't necessarily put it together at the beginning that it was going to be blatantly that these globalists were actually running the show. But now there's no question.
There is no question. This was, again, like Steven was saying too, when we had Trump in there, they were furious because they were losing money. He was stopping all the trafficking that they were doing. He was putting all the important stuff in place. Why do you think you had celebrities coming out of the woodworks to fight against them, saying he's a horrible person? Because they were benefiting off of all of that. They were getting those kids. They were getting the drug. Oh, you name it. That's what happened. He shut down businesses for the scumbags and the evildoers. That's why they did what they did, to get them out of there. And they figured, now that we have this fucking puppet in office right now, this other douchebag, that it was a perfect opportunity to set the rest of their plan in motion. And that's why they have like all the evil scumbags. They're doing what they're doing all over the place. And it's a united front. England is one of the worst countries right now, that they are drinking the Kool-Aid by the gallon.
Yeah,
by the gallon. It's ridiculous.
Go ahead, Etep.
Yeah, Etep, what's your take, buddy?
I'm just looking at this going, now there was a time about probably 15, 16 years ago, I used to listen to that guy that, he was always talking about the frogs being gay.
He's right. There's at least
I used to
one
listen
that
to Alex. I used to listen to Alex Jones back in the day, and
from
he got to the point where I was like, I can't really, you know what I mean? Like, it just got too far out for me. And now I look back at that shit, and some of it, like, I believe, because it makes too much sense if you look at the things like the media, guys like George Soros, okay?
Yeah.
Like, this cat is pure evil. Like, turned on his own. I don't even know how he's still alive.
Well, he ties back to the old Nazi regime.
Yep, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know how he's still alive. This man has done so much evil in his life, and look at families like the Rothschilds. Then you throw in
it's the Rockefellers that
the
are
Rockefellers. Oh well, yeah,
Rockefellers are pushing this. They're front and center right now. Rockefellers are.
But you've got the media in the tank. You've got a generation of indoctrinated zombies that literally walk around like this all day. They're more worried about being social media influencers than what's going on 4 feet in front of their face. And this is a perfect storm. And this, and I'm going to use air quotes, pandemic, was the stage was set right there, and it's like, and I'll admit, like at the beginning of it, man, I was kind of like, I was a little nervous. I'm like, because this is like, man, it seems more serious than Ebola. Remember Ebola, swine flu, all this other shit. That's like Ebola's gonna get you. Ebola's gonna get you.
West Nile virus.
West Nile, fucking mosquito. I get bit by. I go kayak and I get bit by fucking 20 mosquitoes. Man,
you go back through all this shit that we've been through with these, and it's almost like they were experimenting, like they were playing around, like which one of these are going to stick. That's going to be the big one.
Don't forget, back in the day as well, because I used to live in New York. I had family that was there way before me. They were pumping stuff into the subway system, and people were getting cancer, losing their hair, getting all kinds of weird problems. That was going on. You know.
You're thinking of sorry not to interrupt you, Vinny. Yeah. I just want to say Agent Decibel, you're thinking of Event 201. Wes Moody and I actually did a show on that on his channel.
Nice.
Yeah, we need to get Wes up in here too.
But yeah, this is the thing. I didn't conceive of this years ago, and now it's like, bam, it is right out there. And I wanted to ask you a question, Miriam, because being in that general, like, I guess, Eastern Europe kind of area, how come they can't gain a foothold around there?
Say it again.
How come, I guess, the globalists in the New World Order, how come they can't gain a foothold around your country and the surrounding countries there?
Are you kidding me? That's the problem over here. Like, my country is so small, and it's part of European Union, right? We're pretty much. I'm not going to say it like this, but I think it's true because we are pretty much the colony of Germany, France, and all these big countries. Formerly, even United Kingdom, because we are small, right?
Yeah.
And we. Let's say we are kind of a starville nation, maybe something like that. So when you say how come, because like when the COVID was like massive thing, all around the world, like people over here, even now you're supposed to enter the shops with the face masks on, and nobody even rebels about it anymore. It became the new normal. You go to a shop, you take a mask. You put a mask on when you're shopping. You come out, you take it off.
It's conditioning, is what exactly it is. They have everybody conditioned to believe that this is normal, and once you get to that point, I mean, it's the same as wearing seatbelts. I mean, I remember when they first started passing seatbelt laws.
Right.
Nobody wanted to wear seatbelts. Nobody was convinced that they were actually going to really save lives, and in some circumstances, they don't. They can actually kill you. This is a fact. It's not a myth.
No, you're right.
They preached how much they were going to save people to the point where nobody questioned it anymore because it became normal, because they started fining people, and it became, well, I don't want to get fined because of the ridiculous and outrageous fines. And they're going to be doing the same shit with this as they try to continue and push it forward. You're going to see there's going to be it's going to start off municipalities, and then it's going to go state, and then you might even see it tried to be pushed at the federal level where they're going to start fining people for not wearing masks, maybe even for not getting the damn shot.
During the Spanish flu in Seattle, they required masks to get on public transportation during the Spanish flu from during the 1917, 1918.
Right.
It was required. So it makes you wonder, it's like, did they purposely do all this stuff? Has it been domino effect after domino effect after domino effect every 100 years or so?
Yep.
Makes you wonder.
It really does, because like I said, the agenda is out there, the plan is out there, their existence. That they're not hiding it any longer. There's still a veil out there. They won't admit who all the necessarily the actual individual players are in the club, but they are not hiding their existence whatsoever.
Well, Drew, the club members are tied to Mr. Epstein, if you remember.
Well, a lot of them, because
are.
because you're right, Vinny. Because the world's elite. Don't forget, there were many like super powerful people that he was tied up with.
Yeah,
I mean, because you're talking about royalty, you're talking about the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Of course. Well, on top of that, hold on 1 second. The other thing I was going to say, too, with all this stuff and how you know that it's a pandemic, I don't know if anybody watched the European World Cup, the final. But, again, hail Italy, champions. In the crowd, you had the royal family sitting there. You had, what the fuck's his name? David Beckham. And next to David Beckham was Tom Cruise. Guess who else was there? Another one of these prime ministers from another country who happened to have been in Brazil 24 hours earlier. Now you got to remember, Brazil is one of the countries that they put them as like a red marker. They're the most dangerous one with COVID right now and all that. And if you're coming from there, you got to be quarantined for anywhere from 4 weeks to well over a month or around there. And 24 hours earlier, this man was in Brazil, and he's sitting there practically shoulder to shoulder with Tom Cruise, who we know is an advocate and ripping apart people for not wearing their mask.
Yep.
Now, you can't tell me that he didn't know or they didn't know
No,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
rules,
And no one had a mask on top of it.
rules for
None of
thee,
them.
but not for me.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
that's the way. That's the way that they act towards us. And Tree Rock Creation says the government will need to get access to people's medical records before enforce mask laws. Otherwise, how would it know who is vaccinated and who is not? Well, yeah, they did get access. They've gotten free access all over the place, especially here in our country in America. They already know because they're sending people door to door.
Yep.
So
you know what? They show their hypocrisy all the time too, because they sit there and they preach that they want to see these here vaccine passports, which is a form of ID that they want to enforce on everybody, telling you where you can and can't go. Yet they're so opposed in the same breath to voter ID. Now, how hypocritical can that be? Because voter ID is basically the way it used to be when I grew up, is that you would have to show some form of valid ID in order to be able to vote. I remember my dad talking about that all the time. All of a sudden, that became wrong, and that's racist, and it's discriminatory, yet making everybody have vaccine passports or they can't do normal functions in society is not.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to freedom of choice? I mean, it's the ability to say no. They're trying to condition you and make you take these things. I don't trust. Look, if you want to take the vaccine, any kind of vaccine, that is your choice. That is your right. I stand up for your right to do that.
Yeah.
But if I don't trust it, I should be able to have my right supported as well. Should be able to say no.
Well, they're talking about, again, this isn't a law. They're just talking about a federal quote mandate after the vaccines are, any one of them gains FDA approval. They're going to do a mad push for a federal mandate. And that is what bothers me, Stephen, because like you said, it takes away the person's choice. Mm-hmm. Now, before we go on, I know that our lovely friend Miriam needs to take off. And
can one of the moms share out a link to Bonds the Drive, please, before she leaves? Thank you.
Yeah. So, Miriam, do you have any final thoughts on the subject before you do your outro, love?
Well, I pretty much said all I wanted, about the whole thing. Like, me being an outsider of United States and pretty much being out of the whole thing that is going on over there, I can only say that just watching, observing, being part of this community for quite a long time already, I can say that there are some pros, there are some cons when it comes to things like this freedom, and this free will that you guys over there have. We are pretty much just envious about that, and maybe we don't see it as an opportunity because we have a completely different mindset. But then again, when I'm gonna look at the positive part, you wouldn't see a creature like that running around in our streets. So thank God for that.
Well, thank you so much for being on with us and for just bringing your awesome perspective to the show and your awesome personality,
and not making this a sausage fest. Thank you, kid.
Yeah, but
sausage fest, not yet.
But listen, you are a very talented artist in your own right. And folks, you should check out Bonds, especially if you're a fan of werewolves. And she does like werewolves like no one else. I mean, that's all I can say. Bonds is awesome.
And if you mind sharing the screen, I'm just working on another page for Sansorn. I just would like to give people some tease because there's this special action that we have until the end of July, right? Mm-hmm. So here you have the main hero, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really good, really good. I can't zoom out. I really would love to, but I can't zoom out because that would be like giving out a really big secret that we can't right now. Yep. But we have this great action, like people who backed or who will back the book till the end of July, and if we reach number to 50, and we are not really too many backers away from that. We're like 46 backer away from that. You will get a colored comics with all the perks, with all the stuff that we reached. Plus, you will get a black and white for free. So you will get like 2 books at a price of 1. So, like, if you are very much into this space fantasy thing, if you are pissed off about what Star Wars has become, this is the way. This is the way. And I'm telling you, if you don't jump on this board, on this ship, as Vinny would say right now, you will regret it later.
Support independent creators. Every book sold is an FU to the industry. Star Wars let you down. Red Gaze gave us Sunsworn, whole new universe of inspiration that is for us. And beautiful panels being drawn by Miriam. Vinny's helping out. Like White Cat Comics, Carla, she's helping out. So many great people in this community supporting one another, because that's what we do. We don't have an industry to support us. We only have each other, and we rise together. Please share out links for Sunsworn. Check that out.
Remember that. We only have about 2.5 weeks left, so we have to get that 46 more backers on that project before the 31st. Because after that, then that opportunity to get the black and white added to your order for free is going to be gone. Now, looking at Miriam's work,
and I can already tell you, it's not going to be 52 pages as was promised, because I like to expand. I like to make things big.
Look at this work. Vinny Tardamella put this out, a hardcover book of a comic for us, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful artwork.
Steven, how come you ain't showing off your special hardwood copy?
Yeah, I got that down here.
Yeah, we have such gifted artists in this community, folks. Make sure that you back these books, because they are quality books. I mean, you can't go wrong. People are looking for stuff to read right now. You want to get back to actual comics, then, look to people like Miriam, look to people like Vinny, because they are bringing that back with Bonds, with Shadow of the Kraken.
Shout out to Kai MFS out there, another great author in the community.
Yep. Shout out to Kai. I'm actually throwing some feelers out there. I've got a book cooking in my brain, so things are looking up, folks. Things are looking up.
Things are looking up. We got Storyman Jack's gonna be coming out with a project soon. We got so many great people in this community putting out passionate products with the inspiration of fans being first, customers being first, dedication to the lore, to the books, to the stories, to the people who support us. Thank you guys so much. Whether you support YouTubers, novelists, or artists, we appreciate you. We would not succeed without you, man. You make dreams come true. Thank you for buying our products and sharing out these links.
Miriam, I have a question for you.
Go.
I am waiting for my Bonds copy when it eventually gets done, but I'm wondering if there's a possibility you could have a little more inclusivity into your books and maybe have some werepigs. This question is actually coming from the collective.
Where piggy. Let's say they. I don't know. If I'm really bored tomorrow, I could. Maybe hide a traditional little card over there somewhere.
Make sure they don't got knees.
There's no. You know how to draw a piggy? Come on.
Yeah.
I had a piggy there.
That's great.
Me and Tommy, we are butts. We're piggy butts.
I will keep supplying the guinea pig photos and videos.
The guinea pig pals. There you go.
Yep.
Watch out, toes are in danger.
Yeah, and real quick, talking to independent creators, I want to let you guys know that the Red Gaze, please subscribe to him. Author of Sunsworn is going to be doing a new Rogue Entertainment show on Thursdays to highlight independent creators in our community. Can't wait for that. It's going to be another great Rogue show. Just going to have Tuesdays, going to have here on the Supreme Heretics channel with Rogue Squadron. Got Going In Rogue on Etep Kukui, the place to be reviews on Wednesday. That door right after the dump on Working News podcast channel. And then we're going to have a Red show, independent highlighting independent creators on Thursday. And then of course we are running Rogue Entertainment, the main show on Mackany's channel. Please support Mackany. Thank you guys. I just wanted to promote real quick.
No, it's all good. So Miriam, thank you again for being with us. Appreciate you.
And just so you know, big things are gonna happen.
Right. Hell yeah.
Big things are going to happen when I move to Florida, and I'm going to hunt down a Yeti called Drunk 3PO, and I'm going to get a picture of that fucking Bigfoot, and I'm going to scale his...
I'll help you catch him.
I'm going to scale his back like Tommy said. I'm
Steven,
you still
have a problem because you know, like you will have a problem hunting him down, being such a midget.
I'm gonna get casts of his feet. I'm gonna do a whole 9 yards.
Steven's gonna be wearing stilts.
Yeah, yes.
All right, guys,
when you're ready.
Bye.
She's gonna be wearing some
when you're ready, let me know. I'll run interference for you.
You do that. Yeah. You do. All the Florida crew's gonna get together. We won't catch Drunk 3PO. We're gonna get big ass net. Just get him with it. You know, it's like just catch his ass. Get a picture because that Yeti does exist. I'm gonna find it.
All right. So I'm gonna move on to the last political thing I was gonna get to, and I think Makini kind of alluded to this earlier. And listen, folks, you thought the censorship was bad with our with social media. Well, they're going to another level because guess what, guys? You know, whether your cell phone carriers, T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, whoever it is, all right, they are planning to engage fact checkers more aggressively to work with SMS carriers, which are the companies I just mentioned, to dispel information about vaccines that is sent over social media and text messages.
No, they can't do that. No, that's a violation on so many levels. The bought and paid for a service.
Well,
you pay for that service. They can't mess with it.
Well,
you call
guess
the Federal
what?
Trade Commission and you file a complaint.
Well, yes.
You paid for that privacy. There is a certain amount of privacy expected when you're sending text messages.
You may have.
It's not like email. Email's public because it's on the internet. But text messages is private. It violates so many different rules that it's not even funny.
Well, it's almost the same as going
to create
your
all
mail.
kinds of lawsuits.
It's almost the same as going through your mail, Bear. There's supposed to be protections in place through the government that's guaranteed that nobody can go through your mail.
Well, you guys may think so, and that may be all well and good, but get this. Okay, they can go through, and the loophole they're using is the providers themselves, whether it be T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, are going to just update their TOS so that, guess what? You have to accept it, or, you know, if you bounce as a customer, you bounce as a customer. But they're all going to have this.
No, we can't allow that.
Nope.
How's the government not stepping in? You know why? Because they're surveilling us. They've been doing it.
Yeah, the government is the ones doing it.
Hey, there has been times where the Federal Trade Commission has taken the government themselves to task and says, no, you can't. There has been times. They put both AT&T and T-Mobile in their place and says, no, you cannot merge. Why? Because of customers like me calling and complaining that would take away from competitors and competition. There'd be no fairness.
Well, Resvergam makes a point. He said the Patriot Act rendered all that privacy moot. It's all gone. NSA can violate your privacy with impunity. Nope. And then Angela says same thing. Patriot Act, they can pretty much look at anything they want, and they have been. Go ahead. Time Prophet says government has been doing this in secret for years. They are surveilling every single thing on our smartphones.
No matter what you think of any of the two events I'm going to mention, what do you think of 9/11? They took a situation that everybody had a lot of feeling about for whatever reason and used it to eliminate some of our rights, to limit our civil rights. And the Patriot Act is an example of that. And then you have COVID, and they are using that to further limit our rights. I mean, I'm not saying whether these things are. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, whatever you think of them. But it is a proven fact that we've seen, at least for the last 20 years, that major events that scare the shit out of people are being used to limit our rights and surveil us.
Yes. The Patriot Act, it was funny because the Patriot Act was used during a time, and remember, folks, we were all I think we were.
Well, the enemy was everywhere, right, Drew? It was a terrorist everywhere.
It was, but no, we were at, I think, around nationwide, most, I guess, unified at that particular point in time, and they took advantage of the patriotism that was going around to draft this act. And of course, they called it the Patriot Act, but guess what?
They tried passing the Patriot Act back when Reagan was in office.
But the Patriot Act didn't fly then, but it flew this time because everybody was like, oh, it's all about protecting us. It's all about going after the bad guys, and people fell for it and actually didn't question it. And so they slipped in all these back doors into the bill, and nobody paid attention.
Under the guise of security.
It was the same thing as the healthcare law. No one read it before they passed it.
But part of the problem is there was a lot of things that were in the Patriot Act that actually expired back in 2015. And then even though there were some extensions made, the rest of it expired in 2019. Did they ever renew the Patriot Act? Did they ever?
As far as I know, it was renewed.
I mean, we should look. Okay, if you guys haven't watched the movie, watch Snowden. Watch the movie Snowden, right? Edward Snowden called out a lot of these things. He also talked about the projects that we had working against other nations, other surveillance projects, and so forth. Once the government, once they have their claws into something, once they have a system in place, they're not going to rescind it. Whether the government, whether it is, we're told it is or not. The government, the Congress says, no, we're not doing this anymore. Yes, they are.
So
they're not giving that up.
They lie to us all the time.
Stephen, here's how they spy on Americans. And this is how they legally do it. They get a FISA warrant for a foreigner that you happen to be talking to.
Yep.
And then they request to unmask whoever that foreigner is talking to. And that's how they spy on you. That's how it's legal, because it's all part of the Patriot Act. And they have to follow the laws in the Patriot Act that states the way they have to do things. So technically, yeah, it's illegal for them to listen to Americans' phone calls and stuff like that. But how they get around that is they just say, hey, we're watching so-and-so over in so-and-so country, and so we have to listen and see what's going on. And so they need permission from a judge to unmask the Americans that are talking or saying something, whether it's email, text, or phone calls. That's how they did Tucker Carlson.
Can I just stop for 1 minute and say, Bubblegum Girl looking good today? Damn, Mackin. Oh my God, bro! Thank you for giving that to me. Love you.
So I just looked it up, and according to this, most of the provisions expired on March 15, 2020, and it was never renewed.
I mean, okay, but even if they're not renewed, like, do you think they're going to give up? Those systems are already in place. You can already just type in a name or whatever and search through millions of bits of information easily and just sort through and find you.
Those 3-letter places, they do whatever they want, and we know how corrupt they all are.
They are, and that's why it's important we stand up. It's why important, like, if this and other reasons, guys, for this and other reasons, important if you guys in the chat, whatever channel you support, whatever type of content you enjoy, it is important to support independent creators. It's important for Rogue Entertainment to expand out of YouTube so that we can have open conversations. Like, even this conversation, which is pretty straightforward, if the wrong person on YouTube looks at it, Drew might get in trouble. It's important for us to support outside platforms. It's important for you to call up, like Bear was saying, call up to your companies that are trying to surveil you and say, no, we don't want this. And it's important to support outside voices, man, because we have to remain with the ability to dissent, to have these conversations and talk about the obvious, that the government, we got to keep them in check. It's we the people in America. All right, and whatever your laws are in Canada or whatever country you're from, it's important for you to stand up for your laws that protect your freedoms and protect your rights and your civil rights, whatever the case may be. But here in America, as an American, it is important for us to stay vigilant. We have to have these conversations, whether they're uncomfortable or not. Thank you guys in the chat for being here, supporting this channel, supporting this panel, hitting the like button, and sharing out the link. Hail to you.
The biggest story of the day I have. And it's the reason why I'm representing Harrison Ford.
All right.
It's Harrison's birthday today.
Is it Harrison's birthday today?
Yep.
Wow. Oh, happy birthday, Harrison. Sorry you busted your ass to an Indy 5.
It's my birthday. I could break a hip if I want to. Banging your mom, and banging your mom, and banging your mom.
I just really quickly before we wrap up, because I'm gonna have to wrap up here in a minute because I gotta make supper. But
yeah, we got the Dark Council coming up soon.
I theoretically, if let's say if ETEP like lived in my neighborhood, Steven lived in my neighborhood, I just shot off a text like, all right, I see these people are canvassing the neighborhood. Watch out, they're gonna hit our house soon. Keep your eyes peeled. If I say something like that, so does this mean that arbitrarily they can censor my text message, or or can one of these quote fact checkers, like, are they going to send one of you guys a disclaimer on my message that says this is misinformation?
Right.
That would be savage. It's like I post something on Facebook, and you get that stupid little like coup fucking thing on there talking about COVID. It has nothing to do with it. Like I can see them doing that on text messages, but like Bear said, we kind of gave all that up with the Patriot Act. We sacrificed. If you sacrifice freedom for security, it's like
you deserve neither.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of where we're at now. It's like you messed up. You messed up, AA Ron. If the country is AA Ron, we did, and that's sad, man.
Are we seriously going to get to the point where we got to go back to like all having landlines?
We're gonna need fucking smoke signals,
too,
homie.
and let me tell you guys,
you're gonna be talking through a can.
Have you ever talked on a phone that was wiretapped before?
Yeah.
Yes,
I have. I have.
It clicks.
I know what it sounds like. Click, pop, snap.
Yep.
Well, we got click, pop, snap before we started going live. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah, it's like the thing is, it's just the idea of it's funny because you think about like you go to your like grandma's house or something like that back in the day, whatever, they had the old rotary dial sitting around.
Yep.
Think about that. We might actually have to pull them bad boys out of mothballs.
I'm gonna be like Crocodile Dundee up on a mountain with one of them boomerangs just swinging on a ring on a rope. Remember how whoa. That's how I'm gonna make my calls.
Yeah. So
carrier pigeons, man. Carrier pigeons.
Stephen will be amongst the trees, ladies.
Godzillionaire, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate that. $5.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go on my Stream Elements and check and see if there's a message attached with it.
Please do. Thank you guys so much for supporting Drew's channel before he's monetized. I mean, YouTube is going to take that 30% when eventually we do get him monetized. It'd be beautiful for you guys to help support him. Thank you guys so much, like, for keeping the lights on, man. And let me tell you something. If as an independent creator, like, I would have never imagined when I started a YouTube channel, people want to hear me talk. And I've seen so many people come up, and the inspiration that I get when people become a channel member or super chat or just subscribe to me, man, that's a hell of a thing, man. Thank you guys so much for supporting us financially. We appreciate that.
Godzillionaire says if you text quote the Cleveland Browns are going to win the Super Bowl to ETEP and Steven, your cell phone carrier will fact check it false. Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one. As a Browns fan, I appreciate that.
Hey, Drew. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, ETEP.
He's got it almost bad as being a Lions fan. Shit.
Hey, Drew, real quick. I see you're wearing Nick Nugent's shirt. Is that a Nick Nugent shirt you're wearing?
You did. Yep.
Oh,
Shout
man.
out to our boy Nick Nugent.
Shout out, man.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome.
I'm still, I mean, listen, our community's changed in a lot of big ways, but I'm still repping the principles of the Fandom Menace. I always will.
Hail the Fandom Menace.
And I know everybody's kind of around doing their different things, but hey, I still, I am behind the principles of the hashtag, always have been, always will be.
Hey man, that means something different to everybody, you know. And even though I may not still be like out there rah on the Fandom Menace historian and everything, I got a lot of friends, brothers, people that help to bring me up, people that have me on live streams in the Fandom Menace.
That's
I love
right.
my Fandom Menacers out
Because we
there.
were born in the
chats.
Fandom Menace.
That's right. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah,
hail Comic Gate, hail the Fandom Menace, hail my rogues out there, supporters of Rogue Entertainment. Hail to you. Thank you so much.
But yeah, again, folks, I just wanted to kind of, throw that last story out there because it's very important. And, we have to keep in the back of our mind, not only alternative tech for carrying on with our content creation, but also with our general communications, alternative ways to communicate. Mm-hmm. And, and that's, with that last story, that's something everybody should be thinking about.
Pretty soon I gonna call Vinny. I'm just gonna show up at his house.
What's up, Wookie?
What's up, Wookie? Hail to Wookie.
Hail Wookie.
And Furry Kitten and Time Prophet and everybody else and Angelus and everybody that's been supporting us tonight. Thank you guys so much.
So are there any landline experts out there? Because are landlines actually digital or are they still analog?
I think some are analog and some are digital. I mean, the transition took place during the mobile revolution, the wireless revolution. So
Furry Kitten's saying their phone systems are exchange to exchange and VoIP. So are there do they actually have landlines?
Dude, there's still VoIPs out there. Yes, I'm a technician. I still work on VoIP lines.
But in England, in Great Britain, is there still landlines out there, or are they completely changed? How's it work out there?
Well,
means that we have some folks that are from the UK in the chat.
Well, hello, international audience.
Yeah, we have international audience, but the thing is, I thought that they started transitioning all communications to fiber optic after they started to pull out payphones and shit like that.
Well, they did, but I mean, at some point, it depends on the cost for the area, for the borough or district, because they're when everything went wireless, it's more of a wireless world now. So I'm sure that there are plenty of places that still haven't transitioned over. And like I said, I still work on. There are still times when I go out to a location. I do hardwire IT technology stuff. There are still times when I'm hooking up a store with technology from today that's hooked up to analog or VoIP line. Still happens.
I think a lot of the confusion lies in there, Stephen, is people think that, because a lot of them got rid of the old copper wires and they went for fiber optics. A lot of people are thinking that that's all digital now, and that's not actually the case. That's just the distribution of the analog signal through a different medium. That's all that is.
Yep.
Basically, the fiber optic lines can handle more traffic, and it makes sound quality better and stuff.
It does.
Like that.
It does, and it's good, better for information exchange, or when you're hooking up networks to it. But there are some places that still don't have access.
I actually have a stone that they make the fiber optic wires with. It's an actual mineral. It's a stone, and what's really cool about this particular stone is you can literally put it on a piece of paper, and it'll reflect the surface of the writing on that paper.
Wow,
under there, that's what they make fiber optics out of.
Time Prophet said in Britain there's fiber optics, but it's still copper to the houses.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so
I got an old CB radio if things get real bad.
Well, here's the thing.
2 cans in a string.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. You're going to see people like starting to go shortwave radio. You're going to see people like, you might see people even using walkies. I mean,
we'll rock a walkie-talkie.
I mean,
Steven, I'm giving you one. That's how we're going to catch Bigfoot.
You get yourself a crystal expert on the radios and all that, and there you go. Wink, wink.
As long as I can do it stoned, I'll use that stone.
No, you would need an expert. Trust me. We're talking about radio signal and stuff like that.
I gotcha.
Time Prophet said, internet relay chat still going. There is a lot of underground servers. Yeah. IRC was never going to die, Time Prophet. I know IRC is still around. I don't personally use it, but it's good to know because again, we're getting into unprecedented territory here with monitoring, censorship, the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is bad, and I just want people to consider alternatives and be cognizant of it.
Absolutely. We gotta support the voices that keep reminding you of that, like Supreme Heretic. Wes Moody talks about it a lot. Go support Wes Moody webcast. There's a lot of us out there that still bringing up Bear Barrel talk about it occasionally. Support independent, man. Gotta support dissenting voices. We need these conversations. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll continue to keep my voice going, folks. Unless they haul me off to quarantine camp because
just yell Asian hate, Drew.
Yeah,
just
no. If they haul me off to quarantine camp because I won't take my jab, then I'm gonna be stuck. But it is what it is. But I'll keep going until they pull me out my house anyway.
Mackany, what channel is the Dark Council on this evening, brother? Do you know?
Tonight, the Dark Council will be on the pimp himself, Demajanai.
Oh, Demajanai. Hail Demajanai, one of the founding voices of the fandom menace. Hail my brother Demajanai. I love him. Guys, go check out the Dark Council tonight. That's where it's at.
All right, we're going to go down the line. We're going to let everybody do their outros. And, I'm going to get on out of here and go make supper because I'm getting hungry. So
gotta feed that Asian.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna make some tacos. So
you're gonna eat Mexican.
Yep. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing none of y'all are actually hanging out at my house right now, because boy, it wouldn't be pleasant after that.
You eating some beans? You eating some refried beans tonight, ain't you?
No, the tacos just get me like in orbit, bro. Just like
Don't gas out mom. Come on now.
I know, man. He's being brutal up there, man. Stick your ass out the window, Drew.
He's getting ready in case
Get outside, man.
Drew, before we close out real quick, we wanted to give ETEP a moment because we lost somebody in the community, and we want to give recognition to that.
Yeah, I'll let ETEP take it away. The floor is yours, sir. And by the way, disregard if you heard that fart, folks. Sorry about that.
Oh my God, mute your shit.
So we, Adam Wilcox, he ran Raiders of the Lost Flicks. I started YouTubing with Adam about 2 years ago. He got on YouTube shortly before I did. He passed away. He was 47. We hadn't talked much recently, and it was one of those things where we just kind of fall in touch with people because he wasn't YouTubing. He was taking care of some health. He'd lost weight, and apparently he had some complications with surgery, and he passed away. So I'm going to be doing a kind of memorial stream on my show in place of my normal Rogue Entertainment. It'll still be, going rogue, but I'm going to have various guests on that knew and streamed with Adam regularly, and, some friends on that are just going to come on, have a good time, and, talk about some things and remember Adam and just have a good, good night. We'll probably do a couple hours show tomorrow night. So, yeah, that's what I got going on tomorrow. I'll be live streaming for about a half hour in the morning, covering a couple articles in lieu of a video, because I have to do that to free up my time so I can spend more time with Mini ETAP because, I'm not going to spend 8 hours editing a video tomorrow. So we'll be just doing some live streams, and I'll be off for the weekend because I'm going to Fort Wayne for a wedding, and I'll be hanging out with the bullshitters partying.
Nice.
So you'll probably see some craziness out of us this weekend. But yeah, I may or may not be doing the safety dance at the wedding reception. I can neither confirm nor deny that yet.
Hey, brother, I've been to Fort Wayne back in the late '80s. If you're in the city, it's a fun place, but if you're out in the outskirts, it's a boring place.
No, we're right downtown. We're right downtown.
Oh, you might find some fun because there's some fun spots in Fort
He's gonna be with the world class bullshitters. He's gonna have fun.
Yep, and we're gonna make it a good time this weekend. So yeah, and this is gonna be gone after tomorrow. I'm getting it. We're getting some work done to it.
You're gonna tighten it up.
Yeah.
Good. I was curious what you were doing there.
You don't do your own beard work?
Me? No, I usually do, but I'm going since I'm going to a wedding at like a nice establishment. I'm afraid of fucking it up.
He wants to come in looking like a Jewish Rick Ross. You know?
Right.
That's what I look like right now, man. Let me get my look.
I met Rick Ross.
Nice cat. I named my cat Big Meech because of his song, one of his songs. Man, I was like, shit, I might as well name that's my cat's name is Big Meech. And check it out though, this beard is so gang. I can just do the comb, just put it right there now.
You straight out of '87. Look at you.
I'm gonna just let Etep read that message while he's here.
Drew's new nickname, El Viento de Muerte, the wind of death.
You been eating cabbage there, huh? With beans.
Oh man!
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Drew.
All right, thank you,
Gents.
Etep. All right, let's move on over to Vinny Arts.
Hey, brother. I want to say a big shout out to everybody who's been in the chat tonight. You guys all rock. Please keep supporting these fantastic projects. Again, Red wasn't on tonight, so let's make sure we jump all over Sunsworn. I was saying it earlier, but yeah, just a reminder. They need at least 46 more backers in order to unlock the black and white edition that's going to be added onto whatever you order from them. So we only have until the 31st to get that in there. So let's make sure that happens. Make sure to keep backing Bonds. I have a couple of books out there as well. Shadow of the Kraken is the newest one. I'm currently still working on it. I'm doing some amazing pages. I can't wait to show you guys. But yeah, I'm looking to fulfill that or get it done at least by the end of the year. But I also have Through the Woods that Steven held up earlier. That ships immediately. City of Venus ships immediately, as do the art books that you could find on the City of Venus
books,
campaign. Yeah, those are 52 pages each. So yeah, you get a whole lot of artwork. You guys are gonna love it. And like you said earlier, I have 5 fulfilled campaigns. In fact, I fulfilled them early. Campaign number 6 is Shadow of the Kraken. I am busting my ass on it.
I forget which campaign I'm on.
I think it's Shadow of the Kraken.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, dude. This book, you have no idea how proud I am of this. And as soon as I'm done and fulfilled with it, I'm going to be jumping on to City of Venus Chapter 2. So,
Vinny does not stop. Proven in this
stop.
community, guys. Proven to fulfill campaigns. Proven to care about the customers. Proven artist and creator of this community. Please support Vinny.
More than some of the big names. So, and that's a fact. I've fulfilled, like I said, all that in under or about 2 years. But I also have a fantastic YouTube channel where I have art tutorials on there. So they're my master classes. I wanted to teach people about anatomy, storytelling. All that stuff is there. There's a playlist for it. I also started getting into toy reviews because I was a former lead designer for McFarlane Toys and a bunch of other companies. So I'm kind of putting my toy knowledge and my collecting to good use on that channel as well. So lots of cool stuff to see. Plus, every Sunday at 9 p.m., I have a live stream that I do. It's like a chill hangout stream. Some of you guys have been on it. I normally have comic book creators, but I mix it up because I like to hear everyone's voices on there. We usually have really good conversations and a fun time.
Great
show. Are you and Tommy still going to get together and do a toy discussion?
Yeah, I'm totally down for that stuff.
Can't wait. That's going to be some great Rogue Entertainment shows coming up.
Yeah. All right. Before we get on over to our next person, let's check out a couple more of these comments. Brutal says, "The wind of death." You mariachi guitar. Oh man. Angela's giving you props. The art books are amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Time Prophet, very punny of you. We need a wind of chicken. Oh God, dude. You guys, all right. Let's go over to another great artist, and that would be our boy Machni 90.
Hell.
All right.
Nice stuff.
Before I get to my thank you, Vinny. Before I get to mine, I want to send a huge thank you to everybody who came by during last night's Draw with Maki stream. I really appreciate that. I will be doing as such. I will be doing another one next week, but this time it will be on Tuesday, right after the Dark Council. So after the Dark Council's finished, head over to my channel. We'll do another solo draw and chill session where I just focus on art, straight art, talking nothing but art. That's what I want that stream to be. Other than that, you can find me on Thursday doing Thursdays with Rosetta Allen and Mads Mama Bear. We're going to be doing some spicy art. That's where the spice is going into. Of course, the Sunday stream is our fun stream. It's the main one. It's our main show. It's Machini Live. Me, Mads Mama Bear, M. Dashley, Bruce Lombardo, all artists, painters. We just go at it and we just have some fun on Sunday afternoon, right after Sunday Culture Review. Speaking of which, guys, on Wednesday, I will be on The Dump with Spork News Podcast. We'll have Jane Theory, Nerd Cookies, and the one and only Gary Nerdrotic.
Nice.
I am so excited for that, and I cannot wait. So it's going to be
Damn. Scott did a lot of simping for that.
Yes, go and please share that out, of course. And then, as always, Saturday is one and only Machini Live presents Rogue Entertainment. We host the Rogues on my channel for the time being. This is where we cut up the fun. Like here, think Rogue Squadron. We get into the political stuff. We get into the the real world stuff here. Rogue Entertainment, we get into straight up pop culture entertainment. That's what it's all about on my channel here. And that's what we do here. So, guys, I can't thank you guys enough, everybody, for the incredible support, for everybody who keeps coming out to all the streams I've been doing. So, like I said, I will definitely make Draw with Maki a regular thing if there's enough support backing it. So, I love doing the solo streams. I love just going in and just talk and going and just chat with you guys. It's just always been such a blast doing it. So, yeah, again, Thursdays, Saturday, Machini Live presents Rogue Entertainment. Sunday, straight Machini Live, and then next Tuesday, right after the Dark Council, Draw with Maki. So thank you guys so much. We're at 625. We're pushing to that next milestone. I promise you guys, I will do something special if we hit 700. I may do a giveaway or something. I will do something special for you guys at 700. Nice. So let's push. 1K. We're hitting 1K.
Oh, yeah.
We're gunning for that 1K by the end of this year. By the end of I want to hit to 1K and monetize before Christmas.
Hail Darth Hester.
Hail.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Machini. And we move over to the Ghost Bear, the Big Bear. Bear, nerd butt.
Yo. Well, the watch party isn't going to happen tonight because, things happen, they come up and all that. And so it's going to be tomorrow. Going to try to shoot for between 5:30 and 6. Culture said tomorrow would probably work a little better for some folks, and so that's what we're going to do. And Angelus Draven, if you can come hang out before you go to work, that would be fine too. Because we're gonna watch it and we're gonna laugh at it and we're gonna pick it apart and we're gonna pretty much point out wherever they took stuff from TV shows and from movies. Yeah, and I'm talking
nice.
About
all right.
Otherwise known as it could have been a good movie, but it missed the mark.
I like that.
So I had a couple of trolls finally hitting my when I predicted it, and I had that video like fucking 4 months ago. That video's been blowing up, and I have SJW jumping all over it out
there. Bear, I was just happy that you made it in, and it's good we got a chance to stream together, buddy.
Yeah, my boys are acting fairly well behaved today. They're just a low roar instead of the continual lion's roar.
Yeah, well,
they're typical brothers. They like to box and stuff, and so as soon as they're old enough, I think I'm going to get them into boxing. So
there you go.
There you go, man. Good. I'm just like I said, I'm just glad to kick it with my buddies and I'm glad that you got in here and you and I could hang out and talk about this, and well, we had a hell of a discussion. That's for sure. You know, be lucky if this stream doesn't get taken down, probably. All right, let's move over to our buddy, the man, the myth, the legend, author Stephen Walton.
I get to be next. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Everybody that stayed through the whole show, whether you came in and watched it later, thank you. Those of you that are here, hail Darthastic, good to see you, man. Thank you guys for supporting all these wonderful channels. Please subscribe to everybody on the panel. Support your independent creators. Support Shadow of the Kraken, Bonds, and Sunsworn, and share out links for them because we don't have an industry supporters. We only have each other. Please check out. Let's see. Tomorrow, going to have The Dump, Sporking News Podcast. Gary's going to be there. That's awesome. Can't wait to watch that. And then also check out Going in Rogue on Etep channel. Check out The Red Gaze. He's going to be talking about independent creators. New Rogue show coming up on Thursdays. Then go check out McEnany Live presents Rogue Entertainment this Saturday. And The Dump comes up after that. And then the Bear Late Edition on Bear Time, whenever that happens later on after that. Also on Sundays, check out Under the Unfamiliar. He's usually streaming. And Vinny Tartamella. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Don't forget. Marketing Live.
Marketing Live. That's what Marketing. Also check out Marketing Live. Also check out the Sunday Culture Review on Culture Casino's channel. And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for supporting us. I'm going to be having Rogue Entertainment hosted here on the 23rd of this month. Going to be the last live show that I do from this studio before I tear it all down and move down to Florida. So I'm looking forward to having that, and you know, and seeing you guys in the chat, and looking forward to seeing all the panelists. And it's gonna be emotional. I might get in my fees because this is where I started. This is the place where I started. This is the room. This is the computer. This is where I was, and I'm looking forward to having that show. Tommy's a dick. Give Tommy an outro. Fuck you. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hail to you. Be good to each other. Wash your hands. Wash your ass.
All right, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective.
Thank you, everybody, for being here with this ridiculous assemblage of rogues that were on this panel today talking about my favorite topic of all times, Clown World. It's so wonderful to see all the crazy things that are going on out there in the world today, and we sure do like to delve into it, especially when the bat's not around. But you can go by and check out Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. I'm sure he'd appreciate it, along with all those little wiggly pigs that he has on his channel. And he's talking about all kinds of things like toys and old movies. And he did a little video about what an offended woke person would be like if they were trying to come to his house with the vaccine. I thought it was quite funny myself. Yeah. Make sure that you put on a big smile and have a laugh at the world around you.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tommy.
Dick.
Thank you very much.
All right,
folks.
And so you are here with me again, and yes, you can catch me on Tuesdays doing this very show, and then on Wednesday I usually make the rounds. Make sure you catch my boy Wes Moody of the Wes Moody Webcast on whatever Wednesday. I also float around on Bounding Live. Shout out to my dudes at Bounding Into Comics. And then on Thursdays, of course, we've got the show that, Bear and Steven and me and Raquel and everybody made famous, that be the Pegasus Actual Podcast. We are doing the episode we were going to do last week because I had a power outage. We're going to actually do it tomorrow, and that is season 3, episode 17, Maelstrom. Nice. And you guys are not going to want to miss that. That is the Kara Thrace death episode. So
I'm doing a live stream tomorrow.
Yeah, so make sure that you catch that. And then, besides Pegasus Actual, of course, I think, Saturday, tentatively, we're looking at doing a High Heresy and having Mara Jade on, and she is going to talk some politics and current events. And I'm actually looking real forward to talking to Mara Jade about that because I know she's a former veteran. I'm going to pick her brain about the current state of the military, wokeness in the military, and just what's going on in the world. So you guys won't want to miss that.
You know what, Drew? You got to make sure you share that over and over again on Twitter, so hopefully some of our haters will show up for it.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, I want to get some of those. I want to get some of those Raylos or whatever they were in there.
Yeah, and tell her for Luke, I said hi.
But listen, folks, like I said, I will continue to be a voice of true journalism. I'm going to try to chase that truth, continue to wake people up. I'm going to continue to fight for free speech and our rights and the things that should be American values. And eventually we are going to get back across the world to being free. And the way that we do that is we continue to turn up the volume on our voices. Those of you that maybe are thinking about getting into the game, make a channel, get your voice heard, whether it be here, whether it be Odyssey, whether it be somewhere else. Just let's get the word out. Make your voice heard. If you don't like the authoritarian policies being thrust upon you, tune them out, reject them, and say, no, we are done with this. We are going back to being free. So just remember, folks, I know right now it feels like, it's bleak, but there is good out there. But till next time,
wash your hands and wash your ass.
Here comes the outro.
They think it's right to murder. They want to murder. Look at all the people, and they get a kick out of it. A sexual kick out of it. The whole thing, I think it's sick.
I'd murder that ass.
She is hot.
I'm pretty sure I fired some of those guys.
I'll bet you watched her ass. Don't forget the face.
The whole thing I think it's sick.